Jared, it's Ed Mylett calling. I went right to your voicemail. I'm sorry that I missed you, but I wanted to call and welcome you to the ARETE Syndicate. Andy and I are so excited about working with you and the rest of your colleagues here, brother. I gotta be honest with you, I'm looking at the roster of names here that are your fellow brothers and sisters and colleagues in the syndicate, and it is just an unbelievable. I'm very proud of who we selected in the cross-section of people, their backgrounds, their success level, and you're a part of that group. And man, I wish I would have caught you. I'm in Orlando here on a speaking engagement. I'll be flying back here in the next 45 minutes or so to California to see. Actually, I'm not going to California. I hope my pilot knows that. We're going to.
I hope my pilot knows that.
Going back to my house there, which reminds me, that's where the first syndicate meeting will be, somewhere in the window of September 5 through 12. So pencil those days out, block them, and then somewhere in that window there'll be a 2-day summit. Not all 7 days, 2 of those 7 days, but we don't know which 2 days yet for the following reason. We're going to have a conference call with you guys in the next week to 10 days. The Facebook group's gathering steam, but also we're going to be sending you out a bunch of data we need back from you about target areas you want to grow in, accountability, focus areas for you. When we gather that stuff back from the group, then we'll know which guest mentors Andy and I want to pick out of our Rolodex to come in and work with you that week as well, in addition to your colleagues. And so, based on their schedules, obviously, we'll know the 2 days. And so, pencil that week out. We'll take 2 of those days for the syndicate. I just want to make sure you block the time. And again, Andy and I are fired up about working with you. I think in 20 years, you're going to look back. That was part of the inaugural syndicate, the ARETE Syndicate. That's just the greatest force for good in the business world globally. It's going to be a global powerhouse. Hopefully, you'll still be with us in 20 years in the syndicate. But it's going to be something to be proud of, to be one of the pioneers. And so, welcome. And I cannot wait for you to meet your colleagues, your brothers and sisters in the group. It's such an impressive group, and you're part of it. And I remember the discussion about you. So I feel like I know you, but I don't yet, and I'm looking forward to making that a reality, getting to know you better, working with you, and connecting with you. So welcome. Sorry I missed you, and I'll be seeing you in that week of September live, but we'll be on the phone together as a group and in the Facebook group here in the next week to 10 days. Take care, brother.
So that's Ed Mylett. I've never had a business coach or mentor or anything. Now I got Ed Mylett, Andy Frisella, and about 50 or 60 other people that are in this group that run anywhere from multi-million to $100 million businesses. In fact, you've probably seen this, Spencer. This quote right there, that's from Andy Frisella. I'm going to be with him in September at Ed's house. And this is a game changer, man. This is a game changer for everything we're up to. We've got access to every single person that they do all their social media and everything with. Everything. All right. Pretty sweet, right?
Super cool.
Dude, I'm really stoked. I'm so stoked. It's crazy. I don't think anybody's ever put anything like that together before, where they've got Andy Frisella, who's got whatever, $150 million business. He does all of First Form stuff. Ed Mylett, who I think is worth like $400 or $500 million, has been super successful, and they came together and decided, let's put together a mastermind of people to make a difference with them and transform the entire business community. So that's what we'll be doing, getting together in September. There's already a Facebook group of people that just have ridiculous ideas. That's where I got that thing to survey to put online. Pulled it right off Facebook.
What survey?
Remember when did you see on Slack I sent you, let's make a survey like this? Oh no, it was Wayne. I sent it to Wayne. They have this energy survey that they do to tell you how much money you're losing in energy.
Oh yeah.
And I thought about doing that with one of our landing pages, so we can advertise and then hit that, and that already came from that website.
What RSA? What is that? What does that stand for?
What?
What's the name of their business? RSA Syndicate?
Oh, ARETE.
ARETE.
Yeah. Hey Siri, what's the definition of ARETE?
Orator means.
Not orator. ARETE.
Greek.
Yeah, it's Greek. Hold on, I'll pull up the exact definition of it. All right, here it is. ARETE, in its basic sense, means excellence of any kind. The term may also mean moral virtue. In its earliest appearance in Greek, this notion of excellence was ultimately bound up with the notion of the fulfillment of purpose or function. So the fulfillment of purpose or function. That's ridiculous. The act of living up to one's full potential. Dude, the act of living up to one's full potential. ARETE. It's killer. I love that. I bet there will be somebody there with an ARETE tattoo already.
So this is like a boot camp.
It's a year-long, yeah, kind of like that, like a boot camp or like a mentorship added with a mastermind in it.
Yeah.
So you got two main people. Plus, they're gonna bring in people like Damon John. They know Grant Cardone. They know, I mean, the amount of resources those two people have are ridiculous. And the cool thing about Andy Frisella is he does his podcast and he's never monetized it. He doesn't get any money from his social media stuff, other than people that buy stuff from First Form like I do, because of it. And same with Ed Mylett. I don't think he's monetized it at all. But if you look at Ed Mylett's podcast that he does, look at this dude. Look at the people that Ed's been able to pull down onto his podcast. It's ridiculous. Tony Robbins, Andy Frisella, Lewis Howes. So you got Tony Robbins as first guest, Andy Frisella, which is kind of cool that Andy Frisella was his second guest, and now they're putting that stuff together. Lewis Howes, Brad Lee, Dominic Cruz from the UFC. You know, I mean, just so many ridiculous people that these guys are connected to. WWE superstars. So just all these people that we'll have access to, which is just insane. Robert O'Neill was one of the better interviews I've ever heard. The guy who killed Bin Laden, one of the most humble, cool dudes ever that was never supposed to be a Navy SEAL. His story is ridiculous. He went into the recruiter because a girl broke up with him and he was heartbroken. And what he wanted to do was join the Marines, but the Marine recruiter wasn't there. But the Navy guy was. And he ended up in the Navy and ended up being the guy that took the shot on Bin Laden.
I'll have to listen to it.
Insane. Yeah, it's really good.